Kind of rounding it up just a little bit. So see that? And you could do this with a knife. A lot of times I do it with my my skew. I like a skew because in some cases, in some places, you can get better control out of it than you can a lot of times with your knife. Now you'll notice I'm laying my thumb on it too, and anytime you can get more than one hand on a tool when you're carving, do it, because it'll give you better control and also keep you from cutting yourself a lot of times. Okay, you see I'm just making a little stop cut, just kind of cleaning that up. Later on I'll even come back and cut this in a little more. I'm just kind of doing, and also right here you're going to kind of round this up. See, it's got a flat place right there. You don't want that flat. You want that to be round. You can do it with this. You can do it with a knife. You can do it with a knife. Just kind of knocking that sharp edge off and rounding it up as I go. Kind of take a look at it as you do it. Kind of take a look at it now. I could use a little more. Take a little bit more off. Come out a little bit more. Back down here just a little bit more. Come up. Sometimes you may have to come. Of course, I'm going against the grain when I go this way. So you just take little slivers. Just kind of rounding that up. Makes it look a little bit better. We'll come back and fix all this a little later. Okay, that's starting to look a little better. Now one thing I need to do, I want to work on this area in here just a little bit more. Probably going to take the cheek a little bit deeper, and then I'm going to start putting a little bevel on the inside of this mustache and on the outside. So just kind of watch what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and use my skew, but first we'll come in here and make sure that I've got me a good stop cut on each side. I always like my stop cuts. Keeps everything clean. Okay, now watch. I'm going to use the I guess you'd call it the heel of this. I'm going to lay it in here, and I'm just going to use it to cut this a little bit deeper. And if you get in here, sometimes you get into a place where you can't really use the heel. Well, you turn it around and use it the other way. Bring it carefully right back up to the nose. Watch, I'm going to scrape that just a little bit right there. Just knocking that edge off right there. It makes that a little rounder in there. A little deeper, a little rounder. Do the same thing over here on this side. Back, knock that up. When I did that, of course, I make a little edge right up there. I just want to shave that off. It adds the roundness just a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm going to start beveling this mustache. And here again, this comes in handy. I just lay that trailing edge in there and come right around like so. And I want to kind of get down as deep as that other one is. Down as deep as the cheek is, and then I want to just kind of lay this whole thing back and just have to kind of work on it a little bit right here. Hope you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of I'm just laying this whole area back like that, making a kind of a smooth transition there. And then I'll do the same thing over here. And sometimes you have to go one way or the other because you're going across grain, but sometimes it will cut better one way or the other. I got lucky on this one. It's doing pretty good the way I wanted to go. Okay. come in here some more. Just removing a little bit of that. Look at it upside down. So you can actually come back here. And basically what I'm wanting is, I'm wanting one continuous line from here up to here somewhere. And I'm slanting that mustache down in toward that cheek, like so. Okay, and I want to get rid of that line. There we go. Now see, he's kind of laid back in there. Now then, out here I'm going to do kind of the same thing on the outside of the mustache. And here we go. Very carefully cut this around. And see how good this skew works for this. And you know, it's kind of. And then I'm gonna get rid of that line. I want to make a smooth transition. I don't want that line right there. And basically, what you're doing is you're kind of rounding that all up in there. Skew's the best thing in the world for rounding. Okay. Now, hope you can see that. I kind of rounded that there. See the straight line? We're going to do the other side the same way. Got to be careful not hit the lip when you come down here. But I want that to come all the way to the beard. There we go. Just come. You have to be real careful when you get out here and turn it around this way. Come back this way so I don't knock the end of this mustache off. And then just work it in a little bit more. Take that line out. A little bit more there. Alright, there we go. Now I've got that done. It's not bad. Alrighty. Now let's see what I need to do. Look at him a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the way I do my beards and my hair here in just a minute. And I'm going to kind of draw some lines and show you some things about it. And then I'll start actually carving part of it. But I'm not going to finish this whole beard while we're here on the video, because it's just going to take too long. But I will show you here in a minute, and I may even zoom in a little bit closer so you can see better. But we're going to discuss how I do my hair when I come back. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to get out this one that I've already finished and kind of show you a few little things about how we're going to do the beard. Now you might notice, and hopefully you can see this, let me hold it up a little bit closer, that I've got these tracks that run around here and come around the other side, and that's kind of what I'm fixing to show you, how I do that and how I get the beard looking like it is. Okay.